In the previous video we had a look at a 3D graph generated by the AnRep3D generator showing 5 different companies in 2 different years, 2006 and 2016. The choice of showing 10 years apart was because it was before the crisis and after the crisis, so an interesting comparison. How are these graphs generated? They are not drawn with a drawn program, they are generated from an input file. So let's have a look at the input files. This was the input file originally used to generate the 3D graph shown in the example. The first line is the parameter line. We will discuss it later. Now we will focus on the companies and the years. First we see blocks for the different companies, and every block for a company holds 2 different years in the same order, 2006, 2016, 16. So it's a very regular presentation in the input file. And then after the name of the company and the year, we see the usual RP order, the revenue, the profits, the equity and the total assets. Amazon Google graph, we'll show it again. It holds 2 blocks, 2 large blocks, one for Amazon and one for Google, later Alphabet. That's why there is Alphabet Google as the name of the company. And the order of the years is the same, 2007, 8, 9, 10 until 16. But for Amazon we do have a set of numbers, and for Google we only have for the first and last year in the series, and all the other years are set to zeros. So we do have a comparison for every single year. Only the Alphabet Google input was set to 0 because we didn't have a value. That's not a problem because the building won't have any height and will be invisible in practice. Below the last entry we wrote income before taxation. So here the revenue is still the same, but income before taxation is not the same as net profits. So there's deviation from the usual sets. And here's the equity, still the same, but this time it's not the total asset but liabilities. So the shape of the building will be a little different because we choose a different set of numbers to process in the generator. And we have still another example, the Broadcom, Qualcomm, NXP comparison. For all these companies we had a reversed order for the years, 2016, 2015, 16, 15, 16, 15, but still there are 3 different blocks with the values for the different companies. So the input file actually is a very simple one, holding a couple of numbers from the annual report, but the 3D graph generated from it is very informative. This graph shows the Amazon Google graph, and here it's very clear there is a gap for all the years between 2007 2016. For Amazon all the values are here in the graph, all years have a building, but for Google only the first and the last year is available in the graph. For Broadcom, Qualcomm and NXP, the most recent years in the front. It doesn't matter in which order the data are in the input file, but the order should be the same for all the companies, of course. So here we see the result of the other input file showing Broadcom, Qualcomm and NXP.